Hello everybody, today we're back into another video, and this time it's not Vehicle Simulator, we're doing a new game. This game is called Project Trackday. I've been playing it around for the past few days, and it's been very good. So this game is pretty new to Roblox, and I think they've done a good job developing it. All the cars are free in this game for now, I think, and there's a lot of modes to come. So I think in the future there'll be like way more game modes since this game's just started developing. And maybe like in 1 or 2 years this game will even be better than Vehicle Simulator. But it's more of a racing game, not a lifestyle game. So you've got a lot of cars in this game. And there's some cars that are recommended for beginners. So there's many cars. But today we'll be looking at the one of the beginner cars, and that is the BMW. I think it's an M2CS or maybe an M4. I'm not too sure. This is the car we'll be looking at. So in this game, you can actually change the livery of the car, so that's actually quite cool. Like the sponsors can be changed. So let's get through the basics of this game and do some laps. So first, once you've gotten in the car, I struggle a lot to figure out how do you move the car because when you press W, the car doesn't move at all. What you have to do is you have to press E. This will put you in gear 1. So you can press W, then you'll go in front. So this game is manual, so you gotta change your gears, and it's quite hard, but once you get used to it, I think it's quite fun. Let's do it. So every time it goes all the way to blue, you must change the gear, so you must press E again. So let's go and do some laps. First gear, then I was in blue, we must change to the second gear. Blue again, second gear. Blue, second gear. This is actually quite fun. Now, the racing mode is still not here yet, but once that mode is here, I'll surely do another video on this game. And I think it's still under development, so for now, if you want to race against your friends or something, you can just, manually do it, like, go to the racing track and then say 3, 2, 1, go. But I think once that racing mode comes, I think this game will become very fun. So this is the Hockenheim Ring. So in the latest update, they've actually added one of the most iconic Formula 1 tracks, which is Monza Italia, the home of Ferrari. And but today we'll be looking at the Hockenheim Ring, one of the first maps. Now the Hockenheim Ring is a very iconic place, especially for a Formula 1 fan like me. It's where the German race happens, one of the most critical races in the season. And yeah, so when you start, oops, the lap is invalid. So, okay, this is a perfect example to show how you reverse. So, when you press Q, you go back a gear. So, then once you get to neutral, if you press Q again, you'll get in reverse. Now here, you don't press S to go back, you press W. Just like how a real Formula 1 car would be, or a real car for that matter. Then, you can go back to the first gear and get back on the track. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so when you first start playing this game, try to only practice in one map, because then you'll get familiar to that map. So I started this game in Monza Italia, but I found that map a bit hard, so I went down and came to Hockenheim Ring. And the Hockenheim Ring, I've kind of played for a few hours, and I've kind of got used to how the circuit is. So this way I can play better. So you can just get used to all the circuits. And I think they've done a good job designing the map, and the car, they're very smooth, they're quite good. So there's many cars, I think there's like 20 or even more than that cars, and there's definitely new things coming in the future. So this is not my favorite car, I'm just showing this because this is a beginner car. My favorite car is the 458, the 488 Ferrari. It's a cool car. Let me show that to you guys. But first, when you start playing this game, choose one of the beginner cars because these cars, they're way more easier to handle, and yeah, they're just a better car. Look at me, oops, I need to change gear. So let's go to my pit stop. So in this game, you get like your own pit stop, which is quite cool. Let's go and choose my favorite 488. So in some cars you can't change the livery, which is quite sad, but I love the looks of this car. It just looks amazing. I wish Vehicle Simulator adds this or the 458 Italia because those two are one of my favorite Ferraris and sports cars. The livery is quite nice. Oops, why are you here? Okay, that man's crazy. So here we have the UPS, the Hubalt, and some like Shell. There are some brands that sponsor, the Formula One team. So let's just get this guy out. Why is he here? Hey, mister, get out. Hey. Just gonna kick him out. I don't know why he's going to my place, but bruh, get out. Welp. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. He just wants to steal my car. Okay, so let's get back in my 488. Beautiful car. I think this is one of the coolest looking cars, sports cars in the world. When I grow up, I definitely want to buy this car. This thing's quite fast. And I think it is quite faster than the starter cars. And that's why it's not a starter car, because it's quite difficult to handle. The turn that was taken very badly by me. So yeah, in the turns, you gotta kind of go down on your gears to get down. And don't change gears too fast, because then your car will skid away. And don't not change gears. You should keep on changing gears. That's why driving a manual car is more harder than an automatic car, because an automatic car you don't really have to care about that. This car's quite fast. Oops! Oh, that's a bad crash. So if you see in front of me, I think that's the Porsche or the Audi, each one. I forgot. But those two cars are the fastest in the games. I tried them and they're very fast. And they're also very hard to handle. They go until the 8th gear, but a normal car like the 488 or the Aston Martin, they only go until 6th gear. So those cars are the fastest, but even I'm struggling with them. So I recommend you guys to first try out the lower range spectrum of cars. Then you guys can move on to the upper hand. But I think this game has a lot of potential. If the developers just continue developing this game into an even better game, add more cars, add more circuits, I think this would be one of the best games, best driving games. More of racing game, you see? Like games like Pacifico and like Vehicle Sim, they're like, lifestyle games. You can race if you want, which is mostly what most people do, but in Vehicle Simulator, I'm kind of a weird guy. I don't really race that much. I kind of just like to live the life. But in this game, it's just full on race, 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 race. So previously I was talking about racing with your friends and how you can only do that in race mode, and race mode's not out yet. So for example, if you have a friend, then you can just line up together, you can just race. So I guess that's it for today, guys. I think we had a wonderful session here, wonderful video. We went through Project Trackday. It's our first time in a game other than Vehicle Simulator. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you loved this video. Make sure to check out my friend's channel, Rihanna's Plays. See you guys later. Peace off. Bye.